Hey YouTube, how are you guys doing? It is Numismatics back with you today, and today's focus is on an arrival, a big box which will keep us busy for about 20 minutes. So stay with me. Some very interesting things have arrived in this box, which as you can see arrived from America to be graded via NGC in the United Kingdom and then ultimately sent back to America. So just shows you the reach and popularity of the Numismatics channel and how people really enjoy having their coins featured on YouTube and letting other people share their success or failure. So we got a big box, and it contains a whole variety of coins for both NGC and also for NCS conservation, and some things for reholding, just a whole variety of things to keep us occupied, happy and amused for a few minutes to take a look at what's being sent in for grading. So I must remember next time I go to the States to grab a whole load of some of these jiffy bags from the post office, because they do seem to come in handy for just packaging up coins inside a box, and maybe I'll bring a few back to the UK. It's obviously something that a lot of you guys do all the time, raiding the post office, and what a great idea that is. So let's start off with the first of these well packaged packages of coins. This one is for NGC grading direct, so no conservation, and these coins are just for submission to NGC. Let's take a quick look at what is in this package, a whole variety of modern silver coins, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking what I'm seeing an awful lot, because I've read so much about these coins and seen so many videos on YouTube featuring these coins, and they're the first ones that I've had to show you guys. I actually saw these in detail on Losing Louis's video the other day, where he featured the Germania and Britannia combination. So the Germania Mint have branched out. They started with Germania kind of allegorical coins on their own, and there's now a whole series of these really high quality coins. It's kind of unusual for privately minted coins of this type to be such nice quality, and I mean it's widely acknowledged in the community. It seems that this mint really has their act together, and they're producing something which is a really nice product. Looking at these coins reminds me a little bit about the work that the Royal Mint have been doing on Britannias recently, and however, I think they might even be produced to even higher standards than the Britannia. I really like it's almost like a guilloche kind of background to it, but obviously not. It's all done really well. As for mintages, you can see here Germania and Britannia, and Germania and Columbia, and they're producing these in a 1 ounce format, a 2 ounce format, a 5 ounce format, and in some cases a 10 ounce format as well, in these two interesting styles. Here's a combination. I think it's Germania and Columbia's at the top, and Germania and Britannia at the bottom with a trident. And what we've got here is a variety of the Germania and Britannia coins in all the different guises: 1 ounce, 2 ounce, and 5 ounce. For 1 ounce coins, Losing Louis suggested the 1 ounce coins might be the best potential for collectors and investments and stackers to get into. They're coins which are probably showing the biggest percentage progression on first sales. Coin Connection, the name for quality assured modern coins. I know you guys hate adverts, so let's just call it 2% Rachel. Rachel in November. Moving on from the Germania coins, we've got an Australian coin. This one is a legal tender coin from Australia, and it's a 1 ounce bullion coin, but just a really nice bullion coin, a gold swan. So nicely produced, maybe, a little bit flat, but as flat as you would expect of a reasonably high mintage bullion coin. $100 legal tender face value, 2019. Really nice quality, as is everything produced by the Perth Mint, and hopefully that one will grade as a 70, touch wood, with a following wind. Another one of the Germania coins, and let's have a look and see what's in the second package. Quite a nice way of packaging up coins to send to me. Some people in the UK do this as well with sovereigns and stuff. It just kind of makes sure nothing bad happens to these coins in transit. Looks like we've got a few coins that are the same, a nice bundle of coins, and just kind of see which ones we've got for grading. So it's a Kookaburra, 2002. Kookaburra at the front, Australia at the back, Tasmania down the bottom. Not one of the Kookaburras I've seen before, but a lot of people collect Kookaburras. Kookaburras seem more widely collected than the Australian koala or some of the other coins. Got a few of these, and they all look to be in pretty good condition. So I'm hoping they'll all get 70 or 69, and there are no duffers sitting here. I can't obviously see anything straight away. And there's Britannia and Germania again, and another Britannia and Germania. And let's put that to one side and see what's in the next packet. Okay, so some more coins for NGC. We'll speed things up a little bit and save you from watching all the way through the opening bits. So let's take a look, and this is pretty strange, really. I mean, it's Germania and Britannia, of course, like before, but this time it's in the 5-ounce format. I just hope that NGC have a slab that's thick enough to put this into, or whether they have to put it into the tiny bit in the middle of an extra large slab. I don't know. It remains to be seen. We'll see what they do with it. They might be able to have. They might have a slab which is so thick that this could go into, but it's the thickest kind of 1-ounce format 5-ounce coin I've ever seen. Well, I guess it's the same kind of diameter as the average 1-ounce coin, but it's like a really thick, fat coin. We'll see what happens to that. Could be interesting. So the next bundle of coins here is for cross-grading and potentially reholdering. So cross-grading, normally pretty straightforward. Sometimes NGC plays silly buggers and doesn't want to cross-grade, but PCGS do exactly the same game. It's kind of normally 50-50, although sometimes they do. A variety of coins. When they cross grade, we normally specify the same grade or better. you can't only specify a better grade, it has to be the same grade or better. And the coins you can see here are in different tiers, so they'll have to go on separate forms, which can make the cost a little bit more than you would otherwise think. This one here needs reholdering. It's in a special dealer core. The black core is something that is only available for grading by some of the dealers. When they reholder it, they normally try and make it the same as it was originally, so they may very well reholder with the black core when they reholder it, or they may have to swap it out for a white core. It depends on really what they feel like at the time. This one will be reholdered, and I think it'll be reholdered with an Australian label. So this particular collector wants to make sure that all his British coins have the British label, all his Australian coins have the special Australian label, which has a picture of Ayers Rock on it. So they all kind of look the same, and I guess he wants to make sure there's a certain similarity in the collection. If he's got a whole load of kookaburras, wants to make sure they're all in NGC holders, they all have the same label. So this is the kind of process we're going through. He's obviously been collecting for a while really high grade coins, because I think a lot of these silver coins are actually quite difficult to get hold of and quite expensive in 70 grade. So it's a collection that's obviously been built up painstakingly to get coins of that high grade to go through with. So let's have a look now what's in the next package, and this collection of coins is for conservation and grading. And so we've got 2 packets of coins in raw in flips for conservation. We can see what we've got over here and why they might need conservation, and then some more. Let's take them all out before we then take a look at the coins, and then we can see what's being conserved before grading. Kookaburras. Okay, we've got some kookaburras that I haven't seen before. Quite interesting. Look at that. That one has got a privy mark in the shape of a Perth Mint sovereign. So we've got a sovereign in the middle of a silver kookaburra. Pretty cool. It's the first one of those I've seen. Any of you guys who know the mintages of these special privy mark kookaburras, let me know, because I didn't find that out. We've got a special Britannia. This one is a plain fields Britannia, so it's a not quite bullion. Bullion's got a different design, but it's a limited edition, brilliant uncirculated finish Britannia with a limited mintage. Here's another one, another early Britannia, 2002. I think in a way some of the early ones, they had a nicer finish than some of the more recent coins. Some more kookaburras, 2006, with the 2 kookaburras on the branch. Then we've got another 2006 coin. And an earlier one, 1994, and this one has got a Team Australia privy mark. Again, I'd be interested to know how many of those were produced with the privy and how many were produced without, and how rare that coin is. Then you've got a special anniversary Panda edition with a Panda privy mark on a 1995 kookaburra. And I should think all of these are pretty hard to come by, and that's why they've been picked out for conservation and grading, which obviously costs quite a bit of money relative to most of the silver coins value. So you normally only conserve and grade if the coin has a value which makes it worth it. Usually that's over $100. I don't know whether these are less or whether they are more than that. Got a 2002 proof sovereign, or it could be a half sovereign actually. And then an 1816 shilling. What do you guys think of the look of this shilling? Do you think it's been cleaned? It'll be interesting to see how it appears after it's been conserved. So those are the raw coins that we've got, and then there's another pile of coins that are for conservation, or maybe even cross-grading and conservation. Let's have a look at them. So Rhodesia 10 shilling gold piece, already a really good grade, but with conservation it might possibly pop even higher than that, and it'll be interesting to find out. A 1966 Rhodesia £1 coin, which is basically a sovereign, Rhodesian sovereign, in 67, also a really good grade already. And here's an interesting coin. I prefer not to make any comment particularly on this one. Not a coin I particularly like or feel very inclined to grade, although I will send it for cross-grading and conservation because I've been asked to do so, but it's not anything that particularly rocks my boat for reasons one might appreciate. Nice little British coin, PR proof 66, Scottish shilling, already in a very good grade, and we'll see whether that crosses and updates. This one looks as if it probably could do with some conservation, already in a really good grade, and we'll see what happens with this one. Rhodesia and Nyasaland, probably one of those coins which is actually very few of those around. And here's another privy kookaburra. When you send in a coin in a slab to NGC for conservation, they will guarantee the grade, and when they conserve it, they'll make sure that it's at least the grade that you put in. The downside is that you have to actually put it in under the NCS regular tier, which can make it a little bit more expensive for more valuable coins. So for example, a lot of gold coins are more expensive to slab or conserve with a grade guarantee than they would be if they were just raw. So I hope you like that, and let me know what you think.